crazy Samoan, the coconut cracker himself, Clay Aumitagi, his final chance to qualify for the K1 Oceania Finals of 2003 as the coconut cracker gets set to take on the Sting from South Australia, Paul Slowinski. Michael Chavello ringside with the hammer Mark Castanini, and we're also joined by the super promoter himself, Tarek Solak, and this one, Hammer, could get a little wild.
Well, it certainly could, Michael. Clay Aumitagi, have a look at the size of the man in centre ring. The ring's buckling under his weight, tell you that much.
And making his way to centre ring, could he be the next big thing in the K1 Oceania, making his K1 debut here tonight? Recently crowned the world's WMC heavyweight champion, trained by Hall of Famer Alan Wong from South Australia, Paul Slowinski, Michael Chavello ringside with the hammer Mark Castanini. We are joined by the super promoter Tarek Solak, and Tarek, big things being hyped for this young fella, Paul Slowinski.
Fellas, I'm really looking forward to watching Paul. The last time he fought for me was a cruiserweight 2.5 years ago at Sydney Star City, and today he weighs in as a heavyweight, and there's a big promise on him from his trainer. I am looking forward for a knockout win here because they've actually asked me to double their purse if they can get a knockout, and I said, well, you get a head kick knockout and I'll give you double the purse.
I'll tell you what, Tarek, I trained in Thailand with Paul Slowinski. It was his dream to fight on one of your shows, the K1, and he's going to be showing you something special here tonight, the pride of Adelaide, Paul Slowinski.
The bounty's on. Let's go to Andy Raymond.
It is the business end of the night at License to Thrill. This is K1 Rules. We are scheduled for 5 at open weight. Introducing first and fighting out of the blue corner. He is trained at Mulgrave under the watchful eye of Kelly Safe, a former New Zealand Muay Thai heavyweight champion. Tonight, he tipped the scales at an incredible 130 even kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the crowd favourites of Australian combat, the coconut cracker, Clay Aumitagi! Fighting out of the red corner, he hails from South Australia. He is trained by the man recently inducted into the Blitz Hall of Fame, the Mr. Alan Wong. Weighing in at a career high 100 kgs, making his K1 debut tonight. Recently crowned the WMC World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sting, Paul Slowinski. Your referee for the contest.
Well, anything can and will happen when it's K1 heavyweights in centering, and we've got two big fellas for the first time ever in his career. The Sting, Paul Slowinski, tipping it at 97 kilos. And clearly outweighed by Clay Aumitagi. Let's listen in now to Bryce Birtwhistle final instruction.
Okay, gentlemen, you're both aware of the rules, all right? It's K1 rules. You're only allowed to grab with one hand. You understand that? I don't want to have to take points of you. This is my first and final warning. Listen to my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. I don't want a wrestling match in there. Do you understand me? All right. All right, touch guys now.
Wow, what an icy stare down there from Paul Slowinski. Didn't take his eyes off the coconut cracker. And this one is going to go wild, folks. As Tarek Solak said, there is a bounty on it for Paul Slowinski for a head kick knockout.
But don't take anything away from Clay Aumitagi. He can swing a big punch from anywhere.
The big overhand right, the big left hook, the coconut crackers.
I'll tell you what, Tarek, I reckon it's a safe bet. A head kick knockout over Clay Aumitagi. It's not likely to happen. The man has a head made of stone. You just can't break that head, I'm telling you.
Well, Adam Watt tried, and he could only cut him open with a head kick, but he couldn't drop him.
Could have knocked him, that's right.
Well, we are ready to roll the first of 5 by 3. Michael Chavello, Mark Castanini, and Tarek Solak. The winner of this one will qualify for the K1 Oceania Finals 2003, July 27 here at the Melbourne Town Hall. Tickets through Ticketek, 132-849. Here we go. Overhand right, left hook early on. Slowinski has to stay out of boxing range. He has to keep Clay Aumitagi at a kicking range. Doesn't want to trade it up with Clay. Clay will out-duke him. Clay will outpower him. Slowinski has to be clever.
I'll tell you what, Clay has just got a lot of weight in all his limbs, and he just has to throw one of them, and you feel it. A la Bob Sapp.
Nice high round kick there off the lead leg from Slowinski. Outside thigh kick, and Aumitagi felt that one early on. Got himself back against the ropes in our commentary position. Outside thigh kick from Aumitagi. Overhand right.
A little bit worried, Michael, if Clay comes through the ropes here, we could be a bit of bother.
Tarek's going to catch him for us.
You throw yourself down in front of us, I think.
I like the way you rely on me so much, Michael. You really think I'm Superman, don't you?
Jab there from Aumitagi. Outside thigh kick from Slowinski. Double kick off the rear leg. Aumitagi still hasn't moved out of the same position he's been in for the last 50 seconds.
Well, Slowinski's not going to do anything silly, Michael, and Tarek is going to use his range, his reach. He knows if Clay rolls a big overhand right on him, it's going to be danger time, so he's going to be just using his range and his fitness, of course. Slowinski has been doing some heavy road work in preparation for this.
Well, he's actually started like a Thai boxer. They start very slow in the first round, flick those kicks, flick the jabs, just feel your opponent. But I'm sure he's going to open up as the rounds progress.
Tell you what, a lot of power being thrown by Aumitagi, and he has connected here with Slowinski, giving him an early taste of the big Samoan power that he does boast. High head kick off the lead thigh again. The one where we saw him knock out the McKinnon brother with up there in Sydney a couple of years ago, as Tarek was mentioning earlier on.
He took out Knockwit Davey and Chawang Stadium also with a big head kick over there in Thailand. Ringside for that one. I tell you what, Knockwit Davey was a Thai legend. Porter Lumpini, he's done all the hard rounds, and this man here, Paul Slowinski, took him out.
And just how hard does Clay Aumitagi hit as he fires another overhand right? Peter Graham, who has fought both Aumitagi and Mark Hunt, has said that Aumitagi is the hardest puncher he's ever faced.
That's big raps.
Big raps to fit around those hands. Another high round kick off the lead leg there. Front kick, inside thigh kick. And Aumitagi is still in the same position as he has been throughout the entire round. Now slowly moves himself over into the neutral corner, sitting back against the ropes, Tarek.
He's on a better corner, and now we can watch him. He was right in front of me. I could have seen him before.
I saw a lot of back happening there, a lot of back action.
Shoot a movie on that backhammer. High round kick caught on the forearms there for Aumitagi. Inside thigh kick from Aumitagi. Checks the low kick. 2 minutes 40 down, 20 seconds remaining. High head kick there from Slowinski. Can't find the way past the forearms yet. Inside thigh kick from Aumitagi.
Of course,
Slowinski just doing enough to rake up the points here, Hammer.
He's very wary. You can see he's not getting into any big bombing exchanges with Aumitagi, and locked that one round the way for Slowinski for sure. Just peppered away at Aumitagi, and Slowinski very wary, fighting a clever fight at range, using his strong points, keeping his reach long, and just racking up the points, Tarek.
Yes, it wasn't a damaging round, but if you had to score a winner, you would give that round to Paul Slowinski, because he was just working and Clay was just sitting on his back leg more. But
okay, don't forget, of course, K1 Oceania Finals, Tarek, July 27, here at the Melbourne Town Hall. It's going to be huge.
Yes, July 27. Not only it's going to be huge with the K1 Oceania 8 heavyweights and Mark Hunt fighting Ingolstadt, we've also got a boxing show at lunchtime at 1 p.m. where Gurkhan Özkan fights Tiger Tim Bell from Melbourne. Two Melbourne guys at lunchtime boxing and at nighttime kickboxing. And get your tickets both at the same time. You get a discount.
Fighting feast. Wow. Like big commercial there.
There you have it. 132-849 tickets through Ticketek. Let's listen into the corner.
Hands close like that. That's very good. Working off the leg. You're doing well. Every time you step, it's got to be. Steps right up.
Okay, we are ready to roll. Second round of action, set for 5. A K1 Oceania 2003 qualifier. And so far, on our unofficial scorecards, Tarek Solak and Mark Castanini both giving it to Paul Slowinski. But anything can still happen. A long way to go in this one. Second of 5 now. We haven't seen any knees come into play yet. Paul Slowinski will be well prepared in the knee department. Nice leg check there from Slowinski. And again, Aumitagi backing himself right in front of our commentary position. Must be listening to the commentary. Overhand right from the coconut cracker. Looking for the headache maker. Rib shot there. Off the rear leg from Slowinski. Another rib cracker there from Slowinski.
Well, all the crew in Adelaide will be watching this one very, very closely indeed. Tell you what, when Slowinski fights over there, he's like a rock star. He gets them all ringside. I love to watch him fight over in Adelaide, Slowinski.
High kick off the rear leg there from the Sting, Paul Slowinski. Aumitagi pretty flat-footed, wearing those round kicks on the forearms, however. None of them getting through. There's the first step-up knee. Pushed himself off, then worked the round kick off the lead thigh. Good technique on Paul Slowinski, Tarek.
Yes, but I can't see because Clay's right in front of me again. So I'm trying to watch the screens.
Slowinski mastering the K1 rules well. He's made the adaptation well from WMC World Muay Thai Council rules, which is pulled knees and elbows. Of course, he's adapted very well with the K1 style fighting.
I'll tell you what, Hammy, you've got to feel that Aumitagi's got to bite the bullet and really charge forward on Slowinski and try and tag him on the jaw, because or else Slowinski's going to continue to pick off the points on him.
It's just racking him up nicely, Slowinski, at this point in time. Clay really not doing a lot
jab.
at all.
Good straight jab, smack bang on the nose, the old schnog of Clay Aumitagi. High left round kick off the lead leg there from Slowinski. Very well put together fighter and executing those knees perfectly under the K1 rules. High round kick again off the lead thigh, then a smacker to the rib cage, just tucking it under the left arm, and again off the rear leg. Overhand right attempted there from Aumitagi, but he just doesn't seem to have the fuel to want to go forward on Slowinski.
Bit of blood now coming from the nose of Clay.
And this is Paul Slowinski, folks, simply picking apart Clay Aumitagi, Tarek.
Yes, he's picking his shots perfectly, especially the way he's working leg, body and head. That's just perfect. You can't get better than that. However, I think he can from a little bit more faster. I just feel like that he's sort of like slapping his kicks in, where he can sting him a bit more and just turn the shin in a bit more.
I think Slowinski is giving Clay a bit of respect there. He's wary of his power, Tarek. I think he doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks. He wants to make passage through the big final there, and he doesn't want to take any risks, Slowinski.
Well, he better take a risk, because if he doesn't knock him out, I'm not going to pay him double.
The bounty is on for the head kick knockout for Paul Slowinski, and again, Clay Aumitagi simply choosing to sit in front of our commentary position, back against the ropes, inside, outside thigh kicks. Slowinski really going to town upstairs and downstairs.
I just got to let people know that Clay Aumitagi is a good friend of mine, and it didn't sound good the way I said that Paul should knock him out. So I do hope that Clay and Paul have an injury-free fight.
You put bounties on your friends, Tarek. You put one on me, they like me.
End of the second round of action, guys. Who are we giving that one to, Hammer?
Well, Michael, there'd be no doubt. Aumitagi just, I think, trying to let Slowinski punch himself out, but that isn't going to happen with a pole like Paul Slowinski. And another round locked in well and truly to the Adelaide boy, Paul Slowinski.
Tarek?
I think Paul's taken the fight nice and easy, but he's putting clean shots in. He's definitely winning the fight by 2 rounds, and if he keeps us up, he'll win a clean fight.
You understand me? Okay? Hey, it's right arm. It's right arm. Aim for that, your shin, left shin up there. Okay?
Some true Thai tactics there from Alan Wong, telling Slowinski to kick at the arms of the big fella, Clay. And that is a wear-down tactic. You just batter the arms, as I've found out firsthand, of my forearm broken by a Thai, just smashing those shin kicks into him. And that is what Alan is calling for Clay to do now.
You know, talking about fighting for you, Mark, but I've got everybody in the ring except for you in Australia.
The challenge there.
Well, show me the money.
Oh, he caught him with a head kick there. A nice flicking one off the lead leg there. Outside thigh kick from Slowinski, and again he's opened up strongly. A little bit more activity here from Clay Aumitagi in this round thus far.
Let's go, Clay.
And he almost thought he was maybe cut again there to the forehead, where Adam Watt did tag him last year.
Well, Clay's playing a little bit of possum, but it's also not the Clay Aumitagi we know. Especially, we've seen him fight Adam Watt, we've seen him fight the big guns, and he really gives it a shake-up tonight. He's having a good look at Slowinski, and Slowinski not giving Clay any time to settle, any time to work. He's just all over him, and he keeps working those heavy techniques like we're seeing there.
Clay taking a lot of punishment to that lead thigh, Tarek. We see there the leg just buckling on the left.
He still comes up with a big punch over the top, and I'll tell you what,
Spinning back.
he does look dangerous when he comes back.
Big gob of blood just flying from the schnoz there of Clay Aumitagi. High left round kick from Slowinski. And Slowinski just planting himself and teeing off at will on Aumitagi. Aumitagi's been hurt now. He's been tagged by the head kick and his wobble. Bryce Burtwhistle flies in on it, and Aumitagi has been hurt from the leg kick.
That'll do, I think. 5.
Is it all over?
6. Hands up if you want to go on.
Signs
7.
of concern.
Hey, that'll
He's
do,
a tough one.
That'll do. Scott. No, that'll do.
No,
No, that'll do, Clay. Come on.
it is all over. Towel's been thrown in. It's good. No, no. Well, tragedy for the gentleman, Clay Aumitagi, jubilation.
Your arm's stuck, you can't try to punch.
Because Tarek Solak, Paul Slowinski is through to the K1 Oceania finals.
Yes, he definitely is, and he's looking pretty good, isn't he?
Does that get the bounty, Tarek? Was it a head kick KO? Was it a head kick?
I got to look at it. I got to look at the replay.
Well, let's take a look at the replay of that one. But folks, the Sting Paul Slowinski K1 debut successful against the veteran, and he is through to the Oceania finals.
Well, Alan Wong, Ethan Shep, the Adelaide boys elated in the corner. Let's have a look how it transpired. Bang, switch up head kick. I'd say it was the head kick that started the end there for Clay. Finished up with a step up knee, but it was definitely the round, switch up round head kick of Slowinski that stopped Clay or put him into a bit of a spin there.
Hammer,
Bang,
can I just say, to rattle a coconut head, a Samoan head, it has to be a heck of a heavy blow.
You will be surprised at the potential that the pole Paul Slowinski possesses, Michael. Training in a WMC camp with Stefan Fox over there. He is a machine. He is a Trojan, this boy here. You can't stop him. And I'll tell you what, he puts on a few more kilos, he's going to be certainly a very, very dangerous man in centre ring.
Could be the next big thing, Paul Slowinski. And Andy Raymond is going to have a chat with Paul in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, midway through round number 3, the blue corner retires their man. Your winner and headed to K1 success, the Sting, Paul Slowinski. And Paul, the extra weight and the step up in division doesn't seem to have hurt you.
Yeah, I've always wanted to fight a heavyweight, but my trainer Alan has been trying to keep me fighting at the lower weight division as long as he could. But a few months ago, December last year, we decided maybe it's time to move out, and since then I've been training a lot of weight. I'm real serious about training with my trainer Alan and Ethan Shep, and I think I'm ready to fight K1 Oceania and see how I go in a few months.
He's a tough boy, the coconut cracker, isn't he? You hit him with everything.
Yeah, from every time I go to the fight, I'm switched on to try to knock out the fighter. But tonight, I knew that Clyde's a very tough boy, so the plan was just try to outpoint him and stay away from his big punches, and it did work, so I'm happy.
Bring on July and K1 Oceania. Well done, Paul.
Thank you, Tarek Solak.
And one thing you don't want to do is upset this man, but the pride and the passion and the desire that goes with sport is extraordinary in this young bloke who is as tough as teak, and you don't like losing, but you hate being stopped.
Well, congratulations to Paul tonight. I'm just a bit upset about the remark of calling me a boy, that's all. But hey, tonight he treated me like one. I'm not going to make excuses. We did have a few injuries coming into the fight, but I didn't expect this guy, a cruiserweight, to be that good and that hard. So, all the best, and I'll still be here, Alan, so let's do it again. Please.
Clay, you've been around for many years now, and you've never ducked anyone. How good is this kid?
I'm everybody's punching bag, but hey, look at it. It's people like me that make fighters like him better.
100% correct. Has never ducked an opponent.
And that's the only excuse I have for tonight. So congratulations, and thank you very much, Tarek Solak, for having me.